Hello, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Give me 1 second while I welcome everybody that's watching online and streaming with us today. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having an excellent day. It's the best day of your week or best moment or second. Oh man, I've got something to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. And first, we have to tell the pursuer community thank you for being a part. Grateful for you, pursuers. Thank you for everybody that takes the time to watch and rewatch this and share this. You are the real MVP, most valuable person. So let's go ahead and get straight into this topic today. You are ready to put distance between it. Let's say it again. You are ready to put distance between it. That's a peculiar title. I know you're probably like, what are you going to talk about today? You're right. That's the truth. But you're ready. And I was thinking and praying about, okay, like what do you want to say, Lord? And I felt like he gave me the put distance between it part first, but then the you're ready part second later today, literally before I got on. And you're ready to put distance between the things that you don't know yet, but they're holding you back. And you need to put distance between it so that it doesn't cause you to stay where you are. Because some of the things that we're doing, we don't realize, but they're self-induced traumas that hold us back. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's go deeper. Sometimes your diet can be a self-induced trauma to where God is trying to take you. Why am I saying that? Because I feel like that is something He's challenged me into. What if He put me on a stage and I'm success coaching in front of, let's say, a soccer team, professional soccer team, professional football team, professional basketball team, a professional pickleball team, whoever, it doesn't matter. And if I go into that environment and I'm telling them, you need to be successful doing this, but I haven't lived a disciplined lifestyle that shows that I am successful in disciplining my own self, it may be hard for them to hear what I have to say. So I need to put distance between what I say and my and my excuses. And in between that needs to be discipline. So what I've been doing over the past 2 weeks is 4 to 5 times a week, I'm exercising, stretching, making sure I'm walking more. And my diet, main part. Now you're like, Anthony, come on, bro. You talking about food right now? Yeah, my diet. Last night I got super hungry and I don't know about you, but I love to eat late at night. I don't know why. It's just like a weird thing, I know. And before I'll go get cookies or whatever. But you know what? This time we don't have cookies. So all we had, because I went to the grocery store. That's still a thing. I went to the grocery store and I got fruit at the grocery store previously. So when this hunger crave came, I had a delicious pear sitting right there. And it was so ready and so ripe. And I was eating and it was just so delicious in the juice. And I came back and I told my wife, she was like, what are you doing? I was like, I got really hungry, so I need to eat something. And I was like, she's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I ate a pear. She kind of gave me a look like, what in the world has happened to you? But she was like, oh, that's probably a good thing. You know, it helps you ground you to because it came from the ground, so it helps connect you and a bunch of other intelligent wife stuff she said to me. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. It was really good. It was really intelligent. It wasn't her, it was me. So, that being said, it's time to put distance between your excuses and where you want to be. The only way you're going to get there is discipline. And I know we like to think, ooh, that's a terrible word, because some of us, our connotation of discipline is when you get in trouble. When actually, discipline is what's going to help you become your absolute best. Any person that we consider quote unquote successful, we look at their life and say, I want a piece of their life. And honestly, what we actually want is, ooh, I want their discipline. We look at a person who's disciplined financially and they have a significant amount of money. Not all, some. And they're able to teach me, go, man, I want that. Or we look at a person who is physically in a shape and we go, man, I want that. Or we look at someone who, I've looked at people that can train their dogs really well. And I'm like, man, if I had a dog again, I'd hopefully be able to train it like that. And what I really admire is their discipline to their craft. Their discipline to their craft. And when we talk about discipline, this doesn't get people all excited and happy. But you're ready for it. You're ready for it. And if you can take this moment that you have and discipline yourself. Today I had to sit in front of my computer. Not had to. I got to. I'm disciplining myself with my words. I had to. That suggests I didn't like it. Even if I didn't, I'm letting myself know this is part of the plan, part of the process. No discipline is fun in the beginning, but it reaps the reward that we all want. Come on, Anthony. So I disciplined myself to sit in front of this computer, and I was working on a new study guide for a book that's about to come out that you're going to really, really enjoy. So I'm working on this study guide and adjusting it, adding the questions, blah, blah. And let me tell you, there was moments I got really bored. I had to stand up and go walk around, but I came back. I stand up again, get distracted, text, blah, 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 blah. But I came back because I'm like, if I can just finish. And when you keep disciplining yourself, what you're doing is you're putting distance between you and what you see and the excuse. The excuse will always be there. The excuse, or let me put it this phrase, the opportunity to do something else. Have you noticed that every time you feel like, I'm gonna go get this workout in there's always an excuse to go do something else. I'm like, can it be a little easier? This is where real discipline has to become a lifestyle. One person that I know that I'm not gonna say their name, but man, fitness wise, they are so disciplined. And not just over a month and they didn't have this amazing weight loss story. They've just been consistent their whole time I've known them. And I've known them for quite a while, especially growing up. And I watch their life, I'm like, they still look exactly the same. They're disciplined with their eating. They're disciplined in their thinking about. They're disciplined in their working out. They're disciplined in their stretching. And I'm like, man, if I could have 10%. And then that is where you have to put discipline in your mind in that moment right there. Where you're like, I want what they have. The question is, are you willing to pay the price that they have? And a lot of times the answer is no. It's like, ooh, I want that. Okay, it costs X amount of dollars. Huh? Okay, do you have a discount version? I'll wait till it goes on sale. Even that. The discipline of thinking that a poverty mentality where you think you'll never have enough. And you think, well, if I just get $1 million and I'm a millionaire, I won't think like this. No, you've disciplined yourself to think like that. Well, once I get this, I'll be happy. No, you won't, because you've disciplined yourself to think that until I have something, then I'm not happy. Well, as soon as I get this relationship in my life, I'll be good. No, you won't, because you'll self-sabotage. You discipline yourself. That's why the last 5 relationships have come falling apart, because you're in it. See, I'm not just talking about from whatever. I'm talking about from personal experience. Asking yourself the hard questions, putting the distance between you and it, putting the distance between, okay, I want that. I've got to walk away from. Okay. I know I can't complain about my boss because I'm always late to work. So it's not that he or she is always cracking down on me. It's just that they want the best for me and they want to hold me accountable. So being on time is something I have to do to put distance between where I'm going and the excuse or the opportunity to stay where I am. A lot of people want to go somewhere, but don't want to really leave the driveway of excuse. Man, I really would love to be da 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 da. Really? Okay, here's how you get there. No, I'm good. I'll wait till it goes on sale, until it costs me less. And realize that it's always going to cost you. It's always going to cost. But you're ready for it. You're ready to pay the cost. That's what I'm here on today. To remind you that you're ready. To remind you that it's worth it. To remind you that you have all that you need and you're ready to put distance between it. I know the last relationship didn't go like how you wanted it, but this time you're ready because you recognize that you need to change. And now you're going to do the work to put distance between the excuse and where you're going. So in the next relationship you're going into, you're going to go in more of a whole person. You're going to have the skills to be able to dialogue on a higher level instead of the excuse of always seeing it as someone else's problem or what they're not doing or what they didn't do or what they won't do or what they will do. You're going to go into that business opportunity this time and you're going to go with the right mentality. You're not going to feel like, oh, I don't know so much and they're so much better than I am and I'm not this and I'm not that. You're going to go feeling secure in who you are because you're ready to do that now. You're going to go and you're going to raise those kids because you're ready to do it. You're like, well, I've been raising them for 15 years already. Yeah. And you've grown now and you're ready now to put distance between how your parents did it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you're raising them a different way because you're raising 2 different people in front of you. Or more. I don't know how many you have. You're ready to make that team now because previously your work ethic wasn't as high as you thought it was because your environment that you were in, you were better than everyone else, but really what you didn't realize is you were just in a small pond. And now you're going into a big pond as a big fish and you have to swim with sharks. But you're ready for it now because you're going to put distance between the excuse or even the opportunity. Sometimes, okay, let me say this. Help me, Holy Spirit. Sometimes, sometimes the thing that is a good opportunity is the excuse. Have you noticed that whenever you get to make a change, if you're in the wrong environment, there will always be the text to come do this. When you want to eat better, there will always be a text to go back and eat the way you did, to pull you back in, to hold you to where you are. But you're ready now. You're ready now to put distance between what you want, what you know you've been called to do, and what's going to try to hold you back. You're ready now. Telling you from experience, man. I hope I'm inspiring you to see that you're ready now. You're ready to write that book. Previously, you quit, but you're ready now because you know the excuse is going to come. Yep. So you're going to be prepared for it this time. How am I going to be prepared for it, Anthony? I'm going to get in the right environment of people who are doing big things. Well, how do I find that? Maybe you find it at your church. Maybe you look on a Facebook group. Maybe you find it in uh, an entrepreneurship group. Maybe you find it in a workout group. Yeah. You can find what you're looking for, and usually you'll find it as you go looking for it. If you seek it out, usually you'll find it. It's just the way it is. If I want to find a pair of Jordans, I know exactly where to find it. eBay. Because I have it saved. I know where to look for it. I know where to look for it. And some of us need to figure out what we're looking for and know where to find it. Because you're ready now. You're ready for that. You're ready to grow now because you let go of personal offense. Previously, you'd have been, nah. And even if the opportunity came to you, imagine this. What if the opportunity came to you right now? Let's go there. You got the contract for $5 million. Could your family handle $5 million? Could your business handle $5 million? Let's talk about it. Could they? Could your environment, your friend group handle $5 million? You having $5 million? I was telling somebody this. I said, man, we were just talking. I said, a lot of times we think that God is holding back blessings from us because he's like, Lord, you promised me this, Lord. You promised me this. You promised me this. And sometimes the Lord is not holding it back for you or anything you've done, quote unquote. Sometimes your family's not ready. That money will destroy maybe your relationship between you and your wife because you guys thought you guys were on the same page, but now that amount of money just going to expose things to a different light. The heat's going to be different. Yep. Can your friend group deal with that? Yeah. Can your friend group deal with you having that amount of money? Can your friend group deal with you being that kind of celebrity in the quote unquote, putting quotes up for celebrity? Can your environment deal with you getting the recognition? Like, let's ask those real questions. Because if we think a lot of times, oh well, what do you mean I'm not ready? If you had that amount of money right now, it may destroy you. Think about all the people that have won the lottery. And you will hear, man, it's so crazy. I've actually done a little bit of research. I've been reading up on it. Some of it is when a lot of these people win this money, yeah, it's given to them, but they lose that amount of money so quickly because they're not prepared for it. And before you know it, you have aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers and sisters out of nowhere. You're like, who are you? Oh, this is your cousin, Shirley. I knew your dad by birth, and then blah 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 blah. I just want to have this business idea. I wanted to see if you could. It's only going to cost $10 million, and I know you got 50. So, wanting to see if you could invest that. Hold on, what? You see, God is actually doing you a favor by not giving you what you want right now. I know it's a strong statement. Ooh, somebody's like, ooh, that's a strong statement. But man, if God gave you what you want right now, could the people, your environment, your situation, your housing, could it handle it? So take this time, ask these real tough questions, and put your distance between the excuse. Because as you're preparing, the people around you, I believe the Lord is preparing people around you. Last analogy, I was talking to one of my friends, and he says, Anthony, what I realize is as I get healthier and live a different lifestyle with my fitness and everything, I notice I don't have to say it to my wife. She just wants to do it because she sees me doing it. So, as you're preparing, the people in your environment seem to sense something being prepared also. So they begin to change or they leave. As you're preparing, the people in your environment seem to sense a change and they either prepare with you, hit the gym with you, or they're like, hey, I'm out. I don't do that kind of stuff. And that's okay if they can't. That's okay. So you are ready to put distance between even the old you, old way of thinking, and where you're going. You're ready. You're ready. You are ready. Now, let's do this word that is challenging. Let's rephrase it. I'm challenging myself on that. Let's rephrase it. Let's do the work of discipline that is going to help you become all that God is putting you to be. You have it in you. It's your time and you're ready. Let's do it. All right, my friend. I love you.